Hey guys, this is Zach here, back in another video. This time we are going to finally take a look at Dragonoid Maximus. So this guy actually came out forever ago. He was the big thing for last year's holiday, I believe. And I could never justify buying him. He was $50 when he came out. It comes with two really good cards. Two very good cards. A pretty good Bakugan. And that's about it. So really quick, we're going to look at the package as I talk about him. So I've already opened him because he was in my Dragonoid Infinity video, if you haven't already seen that. And so I finally decided it was time to open him up, basically. I found him on clearance for $20 at one of my local Walmarts. And $20 is, I think, a perfect price for this. $50 is way too much for what you're getting here. So this is the box. You can see Dragonoid Maximus. Really cool logo, honestly. Dynamic transformation. He goes from his little sitting squat thing to standing up. Exclusive Bakugan. Really nice artwork on the side. I love this design, honestly. And his big turbine laser thing in the middle. Same on that side. It says the ultimate evolution on top, nothing on the bottom, and on the back. You can see you roar into battle. Exclusive Titan Dragonoid. Dynamic transformation, lights and sounds, 2 exclusive trading cards, and unleash the power of Dragonoid Maximus. And download the app. And one cool thing I want to point out, the background of this is like a city. I don't know if you can tell that. So it just makes it seem like he is this giant kaiju going through the city destroying stuff, and I love that, honestly. But here's what you get inside. So this is his closed form. I don't know if it has a name. Armor form. I like to imagine it like it's some kind of throne or something. Because it actually looks like this in the show. You see like from like here up in the show when Dan summons it to use. And then they just hand wave it away in Armored Alliance like, oh, it's just gone. Don't worry about it, it's just gone. But it does look cool. It kind of reminds me of Dragonoid Colossus, which we'll look at in a second over there. It just has kind of like a closed form and then it opens up. This isn't like supposed to look like anything really. But I like that it is kind of all squat and compact, and like I said, it does honestly look cool. So there's actual Maximus himself, and then you get an exclusive Titan Dragonoid. So it's the only way to get this particular figure. And you get 2 cores. We can look at these really quick. You get a shield and a fist. The shield is 150B and +2, and the fist and the shield is +300B. Really simple cores. And this is a regular Bakugan, it's not an Ultra, so it just pops open, doesn't flip or anything. There he goes. And he is very long. He kind of juts out, as you can see, juts forward. So can he even stand on his own? No, absolutely not. He has to stand on a core. But pretty cool design. It doesn't look anything like the Dragonoid Ultras or anything like that, but his horn is spring-loaded. He's got some weird, like, I'm gonna get you arms. And it also really reminds me of, was it Helix Dragonoid? The ones that came with Dragonoid Colossus? Like I said, he's over there. We'll look at him in a minute. But it's cool. Like, I don't hate it. I can say that much. I'm glad it came with an actual exclusive Bakugan, not like Drago painted another color or something. And then for the cards, we get the character card for Titan Dragonoid, so you can bring him straight into battle. You don't have to evolve him or anything. Shield and Fist, 703. Really cool art and a really cool design. And then you actually have the card for Dragonoid Maximus, the whole reason anyone bought this. So it's 10 energy, which is a lot, but it has 2500 B power and 10 damage. It can only evolve onto Titan Dragonoid, as you can see, so you can't use it on regular Dragonoid. And if you control Dan, Winton, and Leah, you win the game. I honestly don't know what the errata is now, because it got errated, and then there was some talk like the designers didn't mean for it to be errated the way it was errated, and then someone else said that no, that was actually right. I honestly don't know. The whole discrepancy was, can it just be any Dan, Winton, or Leah? Or did it have to be the ones that came in the first set? I honestly don't know what it is now. Correct me in the comments, I really don't know. But this was the first and only, I believe, alternate win condition of the game. But the reason why this is so stupid, the only way to get this card, or this Bakugan, which you need to use this card, was to buy this $50 set. If you got the international version of this, all the international versions came with 3 copies of every card. I still don't 100% understand why. But so if you bought this in any other country besides the US, you got 3 copies of it. You got a full playset. So for anyone else, you had to spend $150 to actually get a playset of this, which is just completely insane. I don't know why they didn't just include a full playset in the American release, or have these cards available somehow else. I hated it. I still hate it. That's the whole reason I never bought this. But $20 is a lot more easy to stomach than $50. So I'm glad I have it now. Hopefully I can find 2 other ones to get a full playset or something, clearance somewhere, but we'll see. So before we get into the big guy, I've been wanting to do this for a long time now. I want to have all of the different Dragos. So we have regular Dragonoid that evolves into Hyper Dragonoid, which evolves into Titan Dragonoid, which then evolves into Dragonoid Maximus. So I love that I finally have the whole line here. Looks kind of weird with a random Ultra in the middle. I mean, I could put the first Ultra in there. That looks a little better, I guess. But now he looks weird because he's not Ultra. So one of the main reasons I got this is to make this cool lineup, and it looks weird. So there goes that. So let's get him transformed. He is core, so he's really easy. You just basically close them all up. He's kind of like a Fangzor. He clicks in like that, and he's all ready. Then we'll take this, kind of line him up. You can see this little circle on his back. We're going to drop this in, and we'll see what happens. I think you guys already know. Okay, it is cool. It is fun to do. I like that Dragonoid's just like barely hanging on to the back. Last thing you do is pull his horn up, and then bring his arms down a little bit. They don't go down very far, so he's always has this like come at me bro pose. But here he is all opened up. He's basically a brick. His legs don't move, and unless you're trying to put him back in his original pose, he springs back up. Head doesn't move. His mouth does open, and actually opens up usually when you open him. The wings do move, but again, because of transformation, the arms do not move, only for transformation. The only thing you can pose are his thumbs. That's the only thing you can pose. And his arms going in and out. That's it. So that's super disappointing. He's basically just a statue. I definitely like Dragonoid Infinity better for that reason. But you can see he's got some clear plastic here, and this white piece is a button, so if you push that, you get super generic dragon monster noises. And you saw whenever you put Drago on him, at some point in his opening, there you go, he'll automatically make a sound. There's no voice clips from the show. They couldn't get the actor for Drago to voice any lines. They couldn't get Dan to voice any lines for it. It's just generic, boring monster dragon noises. And then just for fun, let's compare him with the old combiners. So here's the original Dragonoid Maximus, which just is so tiny and cute compared to everything else nowadays. So there he is next to him. barely comes up to his waist. And then here he is next to my favorite, Dragonoid Colossus, who is obviously much bigger and much longer than Maximus, and has a lot more moving parts. And you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier, how Titan Dragonoid reminds me of the Helix Dragonoid. They're both open up and kind of go forward like that. Put him back in his home. So there's those. And then as like a weird future comparison, here he is next to Dragonoid Infinity, which is a much better figure in my opinion, because you can actually move him and mess around with him. He doesn't have any dumb electronics in him, so he's cheaper and comes with much more interesting parts and cards. So yeah, in every way he's better. But I did want to show something real quick. Actually, before I show you that, let me actually show you how to close him, because it's kind of important. So the only manual part is the horn moves up. Well, any other manual parts, the arms go up. So first thing you do is his head. This little flap is loose, goes up, and then push in. Yep. Push in like that, like a little turtle, and that flap will kind of cover his face. This is a good time to mention there is an on-off switch. So, oh, you started to say something. And then the next thing you do is just take his entire thing, his whole body, push him down until he clicks in place like that. The arms will fold in at the elbow, rotate back, go up, and there's a slot on the top of his arm. This little slot right here will actually slot into the side of his leg like that. And kind of the same thing with his wings. There's a little clip right here, and there's a little ledge right there. You fold these up, and then just kind of slide them in to that right there. Same thing on this side, just kind of slide it in. And then the tail will fold back, fold all the way down. Now he's back in his closed form. I just wanted to show off, I kind of made Dragonoid Infinity into a closed form, as you can see. There's nothing official in the instructions, at least, on how to close him up. But, oh, well, his head just popped up. Get back in there. There you go. But you can see how they look pretty similar. His wings are out instead of, or they're flat instead of up. But you can see where there's kind of some comparisons here. Alright, let's open them up one more time just to say bye. Oh. Hello? I think he's tired. What's going on here? Oh, okay, there he goes. Alright. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this very, very long overdue video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I've always got more on the way. Questions or comments, leave them below. You can check out my playlist of my old Bakugan videos over there. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day.